Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again with another great Dark Beyond card review, and it is the last of the Druid cards. Are there more broken ones or whatever? Well, we've already done that bit, but still, we got some Starship pieces, or just one. We already had one announced, and a really insane token board buff card. Like, it is a lot of stats for 5 mana. We're going to take a look at all these cards. If you want to win these cards, we have a giveaway going on for 2 regular pre-orders, 2 mega bundles out of my pocket to enter that giveaway. Like and comment in the video, link down in the description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until all the cards are revealed on Wednesday, I will add another mega bundle. So hit that sub button. Make me go baroque. So let's start off with the last Starship piece to be unveiled for Druid. We already had like the you cast your arcane spells twice randomly or whatever revealed. We have the Shatari Cloakfield. I'm thinking I'm glad there's not an I there instead. It's a pile of anyways. It is a 2 mana 1/3 minion, so that's really bad, but it has elusive, so it can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, and your first spell each turn costs 1 less. So yeah, Starship piece, this dies, you create your Starship, and that's something that's now elusive and can be combined with doubling up on your arcane spells. And now once it's summoned, right, you summon that Starship for 5 mana, you'll get that additional like mana cheat as long as you haven't cast a spell already. This will be one of those very much like Caligos, where it doesn't matter if you've played a spell and then play this, it doesn't like give you a discount, right? It's the first spell each turn. So it's something very important to note with that. And that effect has typically not been like amazing. It's okay, but yeah, you're just wanting to build up the Starship, right? And every Starship piece is going to be super valuable to get those stats, but for Druid, it seems much less like a stat bomb, more than just some like arcane spell spam. And the more I've seen, the less I'm kind of impressed by it. You'd have that nice legendary to go with this, where you can get like, as you're building your Starship, you get those spells discounted, which can further be discounted with this. And the arcane spell pool is just, I'm not sold on it being like that amazing, but we do have another card here that looks pretty darn good. I just feel like the Druid Starship is going to be too slow and just not impactful enough, as we've seen more. And as a result, it's like the first Starship piece, I'm going to give it 2 out of 5. I don't know, just getting a slight discount, elusive. I don't feel like this whole package is going to go together when Druid has so much stuff to go on, especially like Showdown the Badlands has really defined Druid with like the Reno Druid. The dragons are so powerful that it's gonna be really hard to trump that. It could be just put in there as a package to go along with it. That's kind of my assumption at this point, that this won't be like the defining broken thing of Druid. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5 in standard. Not entirely sold in wild. I'll give it a 1, where I do think, again, Starships are not likely to launch. How many times am I gonna make the same joke? I don't know, but I'm gonna keep doing it. And well, speaking of arcane spells, and one that you could possibly play for free with that Starship piece, you have the Arcane Revelation, a 1 mana arcane spell. Draw a card. If it's a spell, it costs 1 less. So 1 mana, draw a card. It's fine. It's like usually, if you ask Rogue, if you see Rogue in Wild, they play every 1 mana, draw 1 they can. And Druid getting one that's not bad. It's got the arcane tag, and with that prior Starship piece, it's just free. You play the 2-drop on 2 and then play Arcane Revelation. It can be 0, and then it can hit another spell, and that could be 1 mana and go to 0. We have more 0 mana cards, but this can be repeatable with the other Starship piece, so you can draw 2 cards and then maybe get 2 mana out of that too, which could be quite nice. And I feel like even without the Starship pieces, you're just playing this card. It's 1 mana, draw 1. Possibly get some mana cheat if you hit a spell. Like, I don't think you care too much if you get that mana cheat, but it's nice. But yeah, card draw is always good. Cheap card draw, even better. And that is definitely this. So I'm giving this a 4 to 5 in standard. If Starships do take off, oh, I did it again. If they do take off for Druid, this is definitely auto include. Why wouldn't you? And even if you don't play Starships, you're happy with this card. It's super solid. It's no what's the 0 mana dredge card, aquatic form or whatever. It's no aquatic form, but that card is one of the most broken cards Druid's ever had. Like, it's so crazy, but this is still good. This is still a solid card that will absolutely see play. And in Wild, I'll give it a 3 because, yeah, cheap card draw, even Druid, they'll like it. Why not? Why do I not want 1 mana draw 1? Like, that is totally fine in my opinion. Next, we have the Final Frontier. This is a 7 mana arcane spell. It's an epic. Discover a 10 cost minion from the past. Mecha'thun is back in standard. That's the tweet I'm gonna make. Y'all know it. Set its cost to 1. So yeah, for 7 mana, I can get a really busted maybe 10 drop, and it's 1 mana, so it costs me 8 mana overall. Most 10 drops in Wild are terrible. They're not good. You can get like Living Monument. You could get the I guess Darkmoon Rabbit can be good in certain situations, but it's a total crapshoot. The only way this card's ever gonna see meta play is with your Starship, right? Like, you play this with your Starship or get the double arcane spell, then you get 2 10 drops. They both cost 1, but I just feel like it's not good enough. I feel like it's probably not crazy enough. I love the art, beautiful, amazing piece, but it's gotta be carried by Starships in my opinion, because again, 10 cost minions, you can just get a bunch of crap. Although you could get Ultra Soar and then boom, you automatically win the best card ever. Although it dies to Meteor, but Meteor's not in standard. So what are you gonna do? It's all over. You got Ultra Soar, it's okay, this card's a 5. 5 no, it's not a 5, but you can't Meteor the Ultra Soar. We'll give it a 2 out of 5. I'm not entirely sold. I feel like even if Druid Starships are good, I don't think it's because of this. I feel like it's just because of the other arcane spells, but at least the flavor's there and it looks really beautiful. We'll give it a 2 out of 5 in standard, a 1 in Wild, where there is 0 chance you could play this. Although Wild, it's funny, you're discovering cards from Wild. You're playing Wild. It's always funny with those type of cards. And I believe this is the last card here, and it's definitely saving the best for last. This is, I think, a very, very good card. Also an arcane spell, the Cosmic Phenomenon. It's the phenomenal one. No, it's not AJ Styles. Anyways, summon 3 2/3 elementals with taunt. So just for 5 mana, I'm getting, Feral Spirits plus a bonus, elemental, no overload. However, if your board is full, give all your minions +1/+1. So locations can help with this. If you have a location taking up a board spot, that will count. Your Starship also, if that's taking up a board space, will count. And these buff themselves. So if you have 4 other things on the board and you get the 3 minions, they're 3/4s alongside everything else. And of course, the Starship piece, if you play this double, you're getting 6, and that's on the board, you're guaranteed to get a full board buff. So this is definitely the strongest, I think, of the package to make a crazy board with your Starship, especially the 4 mana spell that refreshes 2, that can work. Maybe Starship Druid is a token deck that you're just supposed to flood the board endlessly with these type of cards. Maybe that's what we're going for, and I could see that working, but overall, this card I could see working without. Again, Starships, just a good card. If you're playing a bunch of tokens on the board, you play this, you're getting a full board buff, plus you're getting a bunch of taunts, bodies. That's really solid. I don't know if it's an Arbor Up good, but it's a good card. This is a really, really good card in those tokening decks. We haven't really seen Druid do that so much lately, but it's certainly got a chance to, I don't want to say take off or launch, so work. It might work. And yeah, I think this card's really solid. I'm gonna give it a 4 to 5 in standard. In Wild, Token Druid's got the Arbor Up to Solar Eclipses. This with Solar Eclipse, although that's 7 mana, could be pretty nice. And then you would give your stuff +2. Actually, I guess if you cast it twice, you'll get +2/+2, making it even better, right? So it's a decent card. In Wild, I'll give it a 3, although it's probably more like a 2. Won't see play there because it's probably a bit too slow because they have a lot of the board buffs that are just faster. But it's a really solid card in my opinion. So the last Druid card we're reviewing here, I think, is arguably the best one they're getting. So there you go. That's all the Druid cards. No ramp. Definitely lots of mana cheat, but we'll see what Druid looks like because it's a completely different set compared to what we've seen a lot lately. So anyways, that's it for Druid. We'll have, I think, Demon Hunters next, and I think we have a review like really late tonight and then early tomorrow morning. It's all over the place. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.